What's going on, everybody? It's Nate. I got this awesome new desktop PC set up and this webcam, so I thought I would test it out and make a YouTube video with it. So today we're going to talk about some tips I have for computer science students. Let's get started. Tip number one, get your programming assignments done as early as you can. I'll give you a little insider tip. When you have a programming assignment and it's like a few days before it's due, within that time period, a lot of students are going to come into the TA's office and try and get some last minute help. So if you try and get started early and troubleshoot problems you have early with the TAs, you will be way ahead of your peers and you won't have to wait forever just to get a little bit of help. Tip number two, have a healthy social life. And when I say healthy, I mean in moderation. Don't socialize way too much and not too little. So this is important for a few reasons. First of all, once you get your degree, you're going to need to apply for jobs, right? And I hate to say this, I've talked to a couple of people in industry, and they've said the playing field is not level. So when you submit your resume on their portal or however they want you to send your resume, they're going to, depending on who you know in the company, they're going to mark you in the back end and say, okay, we're going to give this person extra priority because they know person ABC, XYZ, right? So that's why I'm saying network, in the industry you want to go into as early and as often as you can. Go to conferences, go to clubs, stuff like that, because you want to be able to have people come up to you and say, oh, you know, my brother works at this place and I can get him to give you a referral or whatever. You know, they can help you set things up. Whereas people who don't do this are setting themselves up for failure because they won't have anybody to connect with after they graduate. And this is also important for another reason, in terms of productivity. So when you are working on your programming assignments, the TA is not going to always be able to help you, or the professor. So you're going to have a network of friends that can help you when they can't help you, so that you can maximize your efficiency and not just wait around, oh, when's the TA going to help me? Tip number three, this tip is probably the most hammered home tip I got from software engineers in terms of pure technical mastery. Build projects. And when I say projects, I don't mean like, here's a cool script and then you press run and then it runs a cool AI machine learning algorithm. Ta-da! No, I mean way more than that. You need to build like a website or a piece of software people can download so that people can best experience what it is that you want to showcase to them. You need to have good user experience and user interface built into your software so that people less technically skilled than you will better understand what it is you're trying to show them. Now, it may seem like, okay, whatever, I can just have somebody else do that for me. Nope, you gotta learn the whole stack when it comes to building software, because when interviewers see that you can do everything, they'll be like, wow, when you're building software, you're not just focusing on the product, you're focusing around how users experience the product, which is half the battle when you're building software. Tip number four, take summer community college classes, especially if you're an undergraduate underclassman. The reason why I say this is because the classes are much cheaper, they're oftentimes much shorter, maybe 4 to 8 weeks, and it's gonna help you safeguard against later down the line not being able to get specific classes and prolonging your college experience more than necessary. So if you take summer classes, you can shorten things out and prepare for the worst case scenario, which is not getting a specific class. It also helps you with class selection. If you're ahead on units with peers that are in your same year, you will actually get usually a higher priority with class selection. In terms of the date, you'll often get an earlier class selection date. So those are the main reasons why I say take summer community college classes. Tip number five, I would say this tip is the most underrated of the ones I've given. Take care of your physical health. That includes your hygiene, having a good diet, exercising, going on hikes, and the like. Because if you're going to be building software, you're probably going to be typing and sitting down for long periods of time and looking at a screen. So you need to make sure that you have solid eye focus, that you have no brain fog, that your wrists are in good condition, that your back is in good condition, and so on and so forth. So for your own productivity and also your own physical safety, you really need to do this and start early if you can as a student, so you won't have these problems later down the line when it is harder to fix. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 tips for computer science students. And honestly, these tips can apply for so many other majors, for people who are no longer in college, for people that are looking to go into college, for people who are looking to transfer into a 4-year. It can apply to a lot of different people. Take what is useful for you, and I really hope this helps. Catch you later.